18 months ago, we put Apify's Google Maps scraper head-to-head against Scrap.io, and it became the biggest video of the channel. Since then, everything has changed. Apify moved to a pay-per-event pricing. They added AI enrichments, and some of their own users are complaining, saying that the new pricing made things more complex. So it's time for a rematch with a proper protocol this time. Full disclosure, this video is made on behalf of Scrap.io, so I'm going to be as factual as I possibly can. So as for the protocol itself, we are going to scrape restaurants in Charlotte, North Carolina. We listed 6 runs. Time to first lead, the volume, data depth, targeting, scale, and the real price of 2,000 leads with email addresses. The first round is time to first lead. Let's start with Apify. Apify sign up is very fast, but then you need to pick up a scraper. The store has dozens of Google Maps scrapers. I even found an email scraper rated 1.9 star. A beginner has to guess, so we pick an actor among the first few ones. As you can see, the documentation is pretty long. Let's not read all of it. Instead, I click on use actor. Let's start with a search term. Restaurant, the location, Charlotte, North Carolina, number of places to extract. Let's say 100. As a first try, let's not add any of the additions. Let's keep it simple and launch our task. As an output, we have access to 100 data rows, but with no email addresses yet. Let's compare it with Scrap.io now. Well, it is going to be pretty straightforward. All I need is to type in an activity. So we said restaurant, I switch the country from France to the United States, and I type a city. We said Charlotte. And I don't need to export my data right away. I already know I will get more or less 2,000 results. So I'm going to give the point to Scrap.io. The round number 2 is the volume. Apify's actor can break the 120 results limit, but only if the geolocation is set up properly, because a plain search URL stops at 120 no matter what. So let's make a quick test, let's say 150, and let's rerun the scraper. And as you can see, with this workflow, the limit doesn't apply. On Scrap.io, running the very same search, we end up with over 2,000 results, counting for free before spending anything. Apify is legit here, as it comes to city scale. Round number 3, data depth. Let's open both files, shall we? Let's start with Apify. We've got the name, address, phone, rating, solid maps data overall, but no emails. Emails are a paid add-on, $2 per 1,000 places, on top of $4 per 1,000 for the places themselves. Maybe you want individual businesses with their LinkedIn. Well, that's another add-on. As for the Scrap.io export, it is 1 credit per row. No add-on over 50 columns. Emails found unclassified. Generic contact or individual emails with first and last names. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, website technologies, ad pixels, and so on. So I'm going to give the point to Scrap.io. The 4th round is targeting, meaning are we able to easily filter our initial search. Let's say we want restaurants with an email address rated 3.5 stars or below. Apify has pre-filters: stars, website presence, categories, but read the pricing again. Each filter costs $1 per 1,000 places. In other words, filtering your search literally increases your bill. On their own README warns that category filtering can be dangerous, as it may be synonym of chaos. As for Scrap.io, every filter is free, is applied before export, and the updated count is free as well. You only pay for rows you keep. So again, I'm going to give the point to Scrap.io. Round number 5, scale. So far, we have scraped data at a city scale. What about if we want to get the whole state, meaning all of North Carolina? On Apify, the actor takes one location per run. So a multi-city search means CSV gymnastics or a third-party orchestrator actor. It's definitely doable if you are technical, but if you are not, it is painful. On Scrap.io, you can change the location from Charlotte to North Carolina in just 2 clicks. Same thing if you conduct a country scale project. 2 clicks is all you need. Country scale is a plan feature, not an engineering project. So I'm going to give the point to Scrap.io. Final round, price reality. That one is a tiny bit complex as API pricing model can differ between users. But here is what we can say. 2000 Charlotte-style leads with emails might cost you roughly $12, except that the free tier gives you $5 per month. So realistically, you are on a starter at $29 per month. You might also need to spend $1 per 1,000 filtered leads. And in April 2026, a user calculated that the new pricing model costs twice the price of the official Google Maps Places API. Now, to be fair, for that, I don't know. However, one problem remains is that the pricing model is incredibly complex, as it almost seems that you need a master's degree in math and science to fully understand it. On Scrap.io, you have access to a trial with 100 free leads. The basic plan starts at $49 a month for 10,000 credits. So our initial test is a fifth of a month. And remember, re-exporting the same businesses within 30 days costs you nothing. Cons are free and filtered at rows are never built. Again, call it honestly, in terms of row per lead, Apify is cheap. However, in terms of predictability, with filters included and no hidden cost altogether, pricings goes to Scrap.io. So on that one, it's pretty hard to declare a clear winner. Here is the final scorecard. To be fair, if you have a developer who wants to scrape anything, and by that I mean not just Google Maps, with full API control and stuff, Apify is fantastic. That hasn't changed. But if what you want is local leads with contact data without the need to read a pricing documentation like if it was a tax form, Scrap.io is for you. Why not try it yourself? With the link in the description, your first 100 leads are free of charge.